Let's get to the phone. San Diego, California is where Allison joins us. Allison, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
You bet, Allison. How can I help?
So I left a job that I was not really happy with because I honestly was just thinking that I was getting paid way less than I deserved. And I took a new job that I thought was going to be amazing because of the money, which I know is a mistake after listening to you, but I didn't find you until after I took this job. So there's that.
Okay.
So now I am in 4 months in, and I can't. This job is just soul-sucking, and I need to move on.
Yeah.
But I am a type A personality, and I am a people pleaser, trying to recover, but I am, and I don't know how to resign. Like, I'm terrified to resign, and I automatically go to, well, I'm just going to lie and say I'm moving out of state or something like that, which I know is ridiculous, but that's where my mindset is.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking for some guidance on, where to go from here. I did take your Get Clear assessment, and so I was thrilled with that, and it was like so spot on, which I knew deep down. This is just like you are right, Erica.
I love that. So what did it say? What did your purpose statement say?
I was created to use my talents of organization, execution, and instruction to perform my passions of finishing, analyzing, and planning to accomplish my mission of achievement, which is just so spot on. I am an organization freak, and I've been able to figure out where that sweet spot is.
Good.
And
Good. So you know what?
A role I had previously, I was like, oh yeah, no, that's where I want to be, and so I just need to move on from this. But it's only been 4 months, and I'm like,
doesn't matter. So here's the deal. You think there's a couple things going on. I think the two fears, you tell me if I'm wrong, but from what I hear, I think the two fears, and we've got to name these. So that's why I want you to correct me if I'm wrong, and let's get super, super detailed on what the fear is. I think I'm hearing the fear of what others are going to say about you, letting them down, disappointing them. They're going to say bad things. They're going to say hurtful things. They're going to think I betrayed them, blah, 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 blah.
Absolutely.
And I think the other fear is that you're going to be judged by the next employer over this. So you're not going to be able to move on because they're going to go, oh, she's a flake. Sound about right?
Spot on.
Okay. So give me the high level. Don't throw anybody under the bus. But let's assume that I'm a new employer and I see all the things that I'm going to see, that you're an absolute freaking rock star. And I go, so Allison, you've only been at your current company for 4 months. Why moving on? What are you going to say?
Right now, what I've been saying when I'm talking to future employers is that it just is not the right fit. The culture is not right for me. And I had an idea of what this job is, and I didn't do the research. And so I'm doing a lot more research on the jobs that I am applying for, and really digging into that to make sure that it's the right fit for me, that I can be happy long term.
How do we know? How do we know that we're going to be the best fit for you? What's that process going to look like?
Oh man! Oh goodness! I think I would have to. I'd have to talk to employees. Honestly, I think I'd have to see what that culture is. I'd really like to spend time here, just to see if I fit within the culture and if I am a good fit before anybody has to make a commitment. Yeah.
What are you looking for in a culture? If you heard something, what would you need to hear?
I would need to hear that it's a team environment, that everybody's opinions are valid, and you go in a nice direction, that people feel valued and important.
Yeah. Okay, good. So I put you on the spot. You did really good. But here's what I think. I think you need to do your own homework. I don't want you to put this on these potential employers. I'm curious to know how that's gone so far. Any actual conversations about this?
A couple of interviews, but just first round interviews. I'm hoping for some second round interviews.
So we really don't know how this is playing out. So here's what I want you to do.
No, we don't.
In your interviews, I want you to ask questions like, how would you describe the culture here? What does a win look like for a person in this position? Who is the type of person that you think is the best fit for this? Like, put those questions on them. And the reason I want you to do that is because their answers are going to reveal a lot to you.
Right.
Okay. And then you on your own behind the scenes, I don't want you going and go, I need to know if this is a good place. So I'm going to have to follow people around. I don't want you to do that. It's going to make you seem like a control freak and paranoid and all that. I don't want you to come across that way because I don't think that's who you are. But you can do all that on your own. But I think the questions you ask in the interview process, like I just gave you, and then you doing your homework online, talking to people, who do I know that knows somebody that works over there? I think you can figure that out. But when they ask you, I think you just have to go more with, you know what? Here's the deal. They came after me. I took it. I probably should have done. Well, no, I know I should have done more research. And here's the deal: good folks. Nothing negative to say other than this is not a great fit. And I know what a great fit looks like now. And I think you guys are it. You know, I mean, kind of go that direction. Okay, but here's the deal. Back to your main point. You need to resign and get over it. You're not doing anything wrong. There's nothing ethically or morally wrong with you. You didn't do your research. It's like saying, should you stay in a relationship long after you know that guy's not the right one for you?
Right.
Just because you don't have the guts to break up with him?
Right.
So come on. Of course you're not going to lie. You're not going to make up all these. Just go in there and go, hey, look. But here's the deal. Resign once you have something. I think you can stay in there long enough for that. Then I think it's easier.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no,
all right, then.
I just couldn't.
All right, so look. So the bottom line is you don't even tell them until you've got something else to go to. And you go, hey, look, here's the deal. This is on me. I didn't do my research. This just isn't a good fit. And I got to tell you, while I know this is disappointing to you, and it's disappointing for me because I wanted it to work out, I'm not going to steal from you and just fake it and go through the motions. That's not fair to you all. It's not fair to me. So I'm really sorry about it. But look, this is the right thing for both of us. And you own it and you move on. Who cares what they say? As long as you handle yourself with class, and you will, correct?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
All right, then. I know it stinks, but this is called being a grown-up. And you got to summon all that type A and bite the bullet. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
you got this. You're awesome.